It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they... And Goddard's got it! Touchdown, Eagles. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's not. Complete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. He made a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game had his team around the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. And 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. Back to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Heavy set out there on third and 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Aaron Sifos out now to punt on fourth down. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second and 3. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. the shotgun. Here's a give to Akers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Well, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Buying time to his left. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
That's out to the flat for Akers. Touchdown! Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had action on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. And this one too low.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yards.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll run here with Akers. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And he has been a workhorse. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
18, Robbie, 18.
Slot man moves right.
Seven Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give up the middle to Akers. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They're going on 4th down with Hurts, finding Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. It's Higbee complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.